about set for football now from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. Off we go from Raymond James Stadium. And he's brought down right at guard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the MVP of Super Bowl 59 at quarterback, Jalen Hurts.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And a big run right out of the blocks. He gets forward for 9 on the first play of the game.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Off the play fake. Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Hurts finding Smith, and an Eagle first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
On play action, here's Hurts. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 15 more on that connection. They're making it look easy. That's another first down. Now Hurts going to call his own number. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. The quarterback had the decision to make, and boy, he chose the right one, taking it in for the touchdown.
The key to this play, Mike, is the decision-making by the quarterback. Get your eyes on that defensive end. If he crashes on the handoff to the back, you pull it, he gets out in space, and he does the rest.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead.
Buccaneers, nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. And they're led by the #1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
Sometimes we can make NFL football so complicated, Mike. There's different schemes, the personnel, different approaches to how to play the game. But when it all comes down to it, the best teams in the league, they simply just find a way to win. It might look different week in and week out. It might take 40 passes or it might take 40 runs. It could be a shootout or a slugfest. It doesn't matter. They are comfortable operating in all situations, and man, all you got to do, like Al Davis said, just win, baby.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Unfortunately, Mike, over my career, I've been in this guy's shoes plenty of times, probably more than I wish to admit. You take your eyes off the ball. You think about becoming a runner before securing the catch, and when you do that, you end up watching the ball fall to the ground.
Jalen McMillan, what he was looking for there. And now it's 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Here comes Smith on the return. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Eagles offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Hurts working in the pistol. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings us 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. And in motion is Brown. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Hurts now on 3rd and 2. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
To return is Johnson. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bucs offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Second down throw for Mayfield. Into space at the 45. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
At the 49-yard line.
thrown quickly, taken in by Godwin. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. On play action, Mayfield. That's caught left side by Ogden. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's now 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. McMillan comes in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? So the Eagles will use their first time out here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This a 57-yard attempt, and that is no good. He missed it, and they are not able to draw closer.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. A pickup there of 28 yards.
They don't waste any time capitalizing on their opponent's mistake, so they miss the field goal, you take the ball back. There's a lot of energy on the sideline. That's a big win for your defense. So what do you got to do? You got to go out there as an offense and get off to a fast start, and that's exactly what they're able to do on that 1st down play.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
What a start to this drive. Back-to-back, 2 big plays, and after that nice long run, all of a sudden you find yourself 1st down inside the red zone.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll step up and run, and he'll avoid the contact, sliding down, pick up a 6, and it'll be 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and
4. And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. Landon Dickerson, guilty on that one.
Still 3rd down.
So now after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. Taking off, he'll try to get, and he's into the end zone. Jalen Hurts, touchdown Eagles. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
That's just such an athletic play by an NFL quarterback, Mike, and you can see he tried to remain a passer as long as possible, but once it became clear there was nowhere to go with the ball, he puts it down and decides to do the rest with his legs, and he's able to take it all the way in for a touchdown.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it, and the Eagles move out on top, 14-0.
14. Buccaneers, nothing.
So following the score, here comes kick this one away. Johnson now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Bucs offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They're in an early hole, 14-0. Gotta start digging out soon. They'll begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Now, screen set up for Irving. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
15 yards. That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Baker to throw. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. To the tight end, Otten with the grab. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
14 yards.
Give him 14 on that one. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
10 at the 50-yard line.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a first down.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
To number 7, Bucky Irving. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Mayfield. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. He'll look underneath here for Irving. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain
to the pylon. He's in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa. Greg, they're going to tie those shoelaces tight. We could be in for a track meet. Great start on offense in this one.
Yeah, certainly has, Mike. And I think the biggest thing for this offense is how they've bounced back to some early adversity. They found themselves trailing here in the first quarter, and they cut into that lead. I got a feeling this thing's going to go back and forth, and we're going to have some fireworks ahead of us.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Buccaneers are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Buccaneers 7.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley. Past midfield to the 45. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
It's a gain of 20. And an Eagle first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Once again, it's Barkley. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage for an injured player, and it's Saquon Barkley who appears to be shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Man in motion is Smith. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. That one incomplete.
Intended for Tank Bigsby. Incomplete. He was defended by Al-Quidi Muhammad.
It is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Here's Braden Mann now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds.
At their own 16-yard
The Buccaneers
line.
offense getting set to get back to work. On 1st down, here's Irving. He big run here. He's tackled beyond the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
It's Otten in motion. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. We'll have more from Tampa after this. On to the second, Buccaneers in possession of the football. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. That's over the middle and caught by Ibuka. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
First and 10 at
the thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the 43-yard line.
Now Mayfield. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
Third, they need 8. To throw is Mayfield. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. It's Riley Dixon coming on now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And we will not have a return on this one. Ball's going to hit and continue at about. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. He's going to be marked down up around the 33. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
That's good for an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
So it'll be first and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Fake the give, now it's Hurts. Open man downfield is Brown. And he will score! A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Eagles.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Eagles will take a 21-7 lead.
Buccaneers 7.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to the air, it's Mayfield. To the right side, he finds McMillan. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
And a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long 1st down.
Jahad Campbell on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Mayfield. Off he goes. And they'll take this down inside the 35. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And he brings it down to about the 28-yard line. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. in there on the stop.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 28-yard line.
2nd and 7. Here's the change of pace back. That's Kenneth Gainwell. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Mayfield. Oh, a loose football. The Eagles have it.
Baker Mayfield sacked. Along the play. Recovered by the Eagles.
Hold on to the rock. Let's take the ball away. Why did you drop the ball?
The Eagles offense and the veteran A.J. Brown make their way back out.
They got it. No score zone. No score zone. Don't let him hit deep.
Moore going in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That's complete to Moore on the right side.
Complete to Elijah Moore. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now Hurts. He'll try to run for it. Give him 11 on the scramble. They give them a new set of downs.
And an Eagles first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
And just when you think you're going to force a 3 and out, this quarterback is able to escape, gets loose downfield, and he's able to pick up a huge first down.
Man in motion is Smith. Hurts using the pop pass. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. On the handoff, this is Bigsby. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll go with the sneak, and he is going to have an Eagles first down. Able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake, Hurts. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That one good for 18 yards and to the 18-yard line.
And an Eagle first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Incomplete. He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
Second and 10. Moore going in motion. A second down throw for Hurts. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on second down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Out to his right, and that's not going to be nearly enough. He'll get 4, but 4th and long coming up.
Done by Al-Quadin Muhammad. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good.
Kick is good.
And the Eagles have
Next
run
score,
out to a
Eagles
24-7 lead.
Buccaneers 7. Jake Elliott.
And back to
kicking
work
off
goes
for
Elliott
Philadelphia.
after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Johnson now to return. Ooh. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. One of the tight ends in motion right. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. He finds his tight end Heath. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Baker. Forced out wide, taking off, and he's going to be about a yard short of the first, getting it up to the 36.
Brought down by Nolan Smith. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a yard. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Pick it up. Where's your car at? Hurry up, fellas. Hurry up.
Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for Tampa Bay. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It is a big play for the Eagles. It covers 51 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And after that explosive play, they have a chance to extend their lead even more, and they have had their way. The defense has had no answers for anything they've done in the passing game, and they don't find out a way to slow them down. They could be in for a long game.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Ball carrier taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. And in motion is Brown. On 2nd down, Hurts. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Zion McCollum that time. On the quarter blitz, he gets in there to record the sack.
3rd and long.
And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called.
Through that line. You can do it, baby! Stay tough, boys! Stay tough! Easy! You got this!
Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep, and he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half.
Thank you! So it's good!
That's how it's done. We'll take that. Thank you.
It's another day in the office!
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Johnson now to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10.
Get some points on the board!
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin.
Mayfield's pass, complete to Chris Godwin. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That one is caught by Ibuka. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
A gain of 15
A
yards.
gain there of 15. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The handoff, it's Irving. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Jeremiah Trotter Jr. on the tackle. The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Mayfield to throw. A short one there to Otten. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6. To throw is Mayfield. That is caught. He's got Godwin. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
Complete to Chris Godwin. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
That's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
16-yard line.
Hey, read our key, read our key.
Now this is going to be a design. The ball comes out. And I think the Eagles have it. Yes, they do. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense. The quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
Devontae Smith and the rest of the Philly offense heading back onto the field. Going to keep it on the option. And he'll give himself up here, but it's a gain of 5 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 5. That's Goddard in motion. Now a give to Barkley, running right. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Mike, I have to be honest. When offenses come up with run play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
On third down, it's Hurts. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Incomplete. That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Here comes the Eagles punt team.
Formation for the Eagles.
This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bucs offense ready to get back to work. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Jihad Campbell on the stop. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Mayfield. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Jeremiah Trotter.
Nice play there by the defender, able to get his hand up on that ball and break up the pass. And frankly, if he's able to come down with that catch, he'd be playing offense.
3rd and 9. That's Ibuka in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. That is into the hands of McMillan. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Baker to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
More yards. That's
A gain of 16, good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Looking for Ibuka, he's got it again. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Eagles' 6-yard line.
I'm gonna put that jersey on.
On 2nd down, Baker. He's got it at the 3.
Mayfield's pass complete to Chris Godwin. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
What are you doing? What is that? Are you kidding me?
Hey, we gotta switch it up. We gotta switch it up. We gotta switch it up.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. That one, taken in. Emeka Ibuka. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Greg, I love the precision on that play. Very little time, very confined space, and they come through with the touchdown.
And it's the accuracy of the throw, Mike, that protects his receiver. Everything down here near the goal line is so condensed. You understand you're going to be thrown into tight windows, but when you trust your quarterback to protect you with the ball placement, it gives you a lot more confidence going across the middle of the field, and in this case, pays off for a touchdown.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. And through. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into the deficit.
Buccaneers 14.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. Hurts to the air on 1st down. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
7-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Philadelphia.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down. A gain of 12. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught left side by Goddard. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
17
Give them
yards.
17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Buccaneers' 43-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Jacob Harris in there for the stop.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Hurts to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
And he overhit that just a bit. Lands beyond the goal line, and that is a touchback. The Bucs offense and Emeka Ibuka set to take over once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. On the ground, it's Irvin. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line.
Campbell on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
2nd down and 8. On play action, Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. They'll mark him down just shy of the 40. They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To Ibuka. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. He'll step up and run.
Number 6, Baker Mayfield on the keeper. Jalen's punt on the tackle. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2. Here's Irvin. And they're going to get the conversion here. Good run to the 44, and that's a 1st down.
Really nice play call there that time. I think early on the quarterback realized pretty quickly, Mike, this is a light box. We got to take advantage of it. They get the right run call dialed up, and they're able to move the chains.
Here's 1st and 10. They send Godwin in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. To the left side, to Godwin. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 4 at the Eagles' 39-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Monday Night Primetime continues after this. Here comes 2nd and 4. Mayfield. This one not quite on target. Not him too much. That one falls incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
And with that incompletion, it brings up a critical 3rd down. I think before anything else, you've got to let everyone know that you're in 4-down territory. A field goal here, it does you no good, so you have to approach this almost like it's 2nd down.
That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a 1st down.
That's another Buccanners 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On 1st down is Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle May at the 5-yard line.
1st down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Out of the shotgun. Mayfield under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Baker. He runs with it, and he will score! Game on! Baker Mayfield, touchdown Buccaneers. That is 2nd touchdown tonight. McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Bucs are back within 6.
Eagles 27, Buccaneers 21.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Brown now to return it. Crazy. And he brings this back all the way to midfield. The Eagles offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll step up and run this. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Good decision to take off He gets 15 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the Bucs 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 5. Once again, it's Barkley. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
From the 23, here's second and 9. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A throw on the move is caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up third and 5.
Man in motion is Smith. On third down, here's Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
That's another.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. Second and goal.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Second and goal. Man in motion is Smith. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
It's now third and goal.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Now it's Hurts. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
Jake Elliott to kick
And
off
back to
for
work goes
Philadelphia.
Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Johnson now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard
The Buccaneers offense and receiver Chris Godwin set to take over again. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Number 7, Bucky Irving. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. The motion man is Johnson. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. Got room past the 35. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Mayfield to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 7.
Here's Mayfield. Got a man. It's BUCS. Complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
BUCS. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
Buccaneers.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10.
Mayfield's pass complete to Tez Johnson. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. Baker to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it, and they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a 1st down. Throwing is Mayfield. He's going to run it, and they continue to churn out 1st downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
Buccaneers.
Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here is first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Bucs will cut it to a 2-point lead.
Makes the score Eagles 30, Buccaneers 28.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Eagles offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out. But one first down will essentially end the game. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. And now at 152, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll drop to throw. He's going to keep it himself. Well, that help is going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. Timeout here at Tampa Bay. That is their second. Talk things over before third down. Man in motion is Brown. On third down, it's Hurts. That's complete. Tight end got it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
And an Eagles
14 on the pickup. Good for an Eagles first down.
And
that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only 1 remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation. We're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. The Buccaneers forced to use their third and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
To throw is Hurts. Got a man. It's complete to A.J. Brown. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
Teamwork.
A gain of 15. First down, Philadelphia.
And after that first down throw, Mike, it's really a deflating moment of the defense. They understood the urgency of getting off the field and getting the ball back to their offense. Here we are under 2 minutes in a one-possession game.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Tampa.